Welcome back to the channel, guys. BigDAN'glers here, fishing down at Pagham this evening. Heard a lot of good things, cod, ray, the lot, so I decided I was going to come back down here and give it a go myself. Bit of a chasing reports, but you know, sometimes you got to do that. If the fish are here, the fish are here. If they're not, they're not. That's how it is. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. I'm here, I'm at Pagham, and I'm going to be fishing for rays, cod, and whatever else we can get. I've got cod bait and I've got ray bait. That's going to be the main two targets. As I said in my previous posts, I've moved away from the smooth ounce now, and I'm going to be targeting the rays more. I have had 4 rays in my last 2 night sessions, so I'm not doing too bad. They weren't big, but they're still rays. So I had 2 small eyes and 2 undulates. No, sorry, a fawny and an undulate. Hopefully we can get a bigger undulate like my mate Dino last week, the week before. And yeah, hopefully. I'm already set up. I've got one out with big worm bait on. It is low water, so it's quite shallow, so I'm just literally getting set up. I've got the old sand eel, some lovely sand eel. I'm going to do sand eel with squid and keep firing them out. And then I've got some lovely joeys. I'm going to try and put a tote rod out as well, which you can see behind me, and go from there, just to show you guys what a lovely sky. So yeah, Hagum on a 5.5 tide, hoping for cod and ray. Here we go. Let's get locked in. Let's get some fishing done, and let's see what we can get on camera for you guys. Stay tuned and come along for the ride. Bit windy, guys, but tonight I'm out with the Sentries and the Any Fish Anywhere Match Pro. So on the Match Pro we've got ray bait, and on the Sentries we're going to be fishing bigger baits like big worm baits and worm and lug, and then I might chuck out one for the taupe. We'll see how the night goes. The wind, as you can probably hear, is a little bit thingy, but it's all good. But yeah, I've got 2 out so far. I've got a sand eel and squid bait out, and I've got a worm bait out. I thought it would have been a lot more busier down there, but it's not. But yeah, we are still early into the tide, so we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's 2 rods out. Let's see what the night brings. Just to show baits and that, lovely worm bait, but in the middle of it there's a black lug, so it's like a worm black lug, and I'm fishing them on a pulley rig. That'll be for the cod, or even if a smoothhound takes it, might take it, because it's obviously a nice big worm bait. But yeah, so that's how I'm fishing for my style I'm fishing tonight. Literally, I'll show you the bait on the hook. Looks lovely. Let me just pick this bit out. So that's how it's going on the hook. Then obviously I'm going to bring down my top hook just to thingy. It's lovely bit of wind here tonight, so likelihood is, guys, you will be inside the bivvy again, because it's quite windy out. But I will try and get you out as much as I can. But there we go, guys. So that's my cod bait. Literally just 3 worms and a bit of black lug, all lovely bunched up. And that's how I will be fishing for the cod this evening, if there are any around. But I will show you my baits as and when I'm doing them, so you can see for yourselves like exactly how I'm doing it. I am literally like the furthest point down Pagham as you can get. I will try and get you guys on the rods tonight. I will try, but I don't know if you can hear. There is a lot of wind, so I'll try my best. But we'll have to wait and see how it gets on, how we get on. So still sticking with the cod beams, I'm chucking out lovely big worm and black lug baits. As you can see, I just had to change one of my reels because I just had a nightmare. So yeah, so I've just changed over one of my reels, but we got a nice ragworm and black lug cocktail, and yeah, that's what I'm fishing for the cod. Hopefully it catches me some. So the first baits came back untouched. And I had a bit of a nightmare. I cracked off on my other multi, so I had to sort that out. But now I'm back out fishing again on all. So yeah, hopefully that's a good sign. But so what I've done is I've got rag and blacks on one, and I've got squid and sand eel on the other. So yeah, I'm just going to chop and change between the two really, and get myself going like that. But I have got mackerel. When the tide gets up a little bit, I might stick out a mackerel for a tope. But it is quite rough down here tonight, so I don't know if tope like them kind of conditions. But fingers crossed. That's my sand eel bait, just double sand eel this time, on a long flowing, about, to be honest with you, it's probably about 7 foot flowing rig. But this time I'm just going to put a sand eel out on it. Keeping the baits nice and codalicious with black lug onto rag. Lovely bait, nice and juicy, hopefully for a nice cod. You can only keep trying, but nice and juicy. The cods love it. Anyway guys, that's the baits I'm putting out. Literally just had a bite, guys. See if it turns into anything. Bear with me while we see. Let me put you back in there. So I just had a little rattle. On the old worm bait. Probably bream. So yeah. Literally and then stopped, so I don't think there'll be anything there. Here we are guys, first fish of the night, a decent bream, nicely lip hooked, but there we go, ain't a blank, decent bream, taken in for the dinner table. But yes guys, first fish of the night, hopefully a sign of things to come. Had a slack line bite on this one. See if it comes back. Some big bream out there. There we go. That one's just gone. So they're both at it now. Sorry about the wind noise guys. But the fish are in. The fish have turned up, but at the moment it's just bream. There we go, they're both going, look. Both going. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, look, see, bream on. There we go, guys. See some rod action. Sorry about the wind, but yeah, let's see if we can get that reeled in and see if we got a bream on the end of it. Let me just put it in the stand, guys. There we go. I'm just gonna. Which one should I go for first? The orange or green? Let's go for the orange. Oh, might not be on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's on. We'll see it in a sec. didn't have a bream on that one. Oh, let's strip the bait. Let's try the green one. This one's much heavier. Oh, they're both empty. Missed both the bites. Both empty, guys. Second sizable bream of the night. So, two lovely bream. So we're two bream down. I've had to take a rod out the water because it's just non-stop bream attack at the moment. I've just put out a big black lug and whole squid bait. So hopefully that tapped something round. But yeah, it's literally for the last 20 minutes been non-stop. I've caught two bream and I've had loads of bream like bites. So we can get something better now. Be nice for a nice rain, nice undulate. Fingers crossed. Bream are absolutely attacking all of my baits. Sand eel. Something's having a go on my sand eel bait. Got double sand eel out. And it's literally, it's not a ray. Rays sit on it and it goes down and then back up. I like to think it's probably a bream. Third bream of the night. Plenty of bream about tonight, decent sized ones. That one took a whole bluey and squid bait. But that's the third one of the night. Trying to get my baits through them so that I can try and get something else like a codlin or something. But again, there we go, guys. The next bait up will be a whole squid and sand eel wrap. God, the bream are literally stripping the baits rotten, mate. It's been non-stop bream action. Literally stripping my rod, stripping every bait I put out. No matter what I do. But there's no weed, so that's a good start. Just hope the fucking, pardon my French, I hope the bream fuck off. I mean, they're a lovely size. Definitely keepers. But I didn't come all the way to Pagham for some big bream. I came for a cod or a ray, so I might even put out a strip of bream, see if that will catch me anything. But at the moment they're a bit of a nightmare. Genuinely can't get away from the bream, but the size of this one, what a stonker that is. Just stuck me. out. But anyway, I caught 2 on a pulley pennel. That's how bad they are out there. But let's get that one off. I think that has to go down as near the size of that. Lovely bream. Anyway. And the second one, still sizable, caught on bait elastic. Anyway, so far I've had tons and tons of bream. Not turning out to be quite the night I wanted. But anyway. To be honest guys, I could have stayed at home and caught bream like that. So guys, I took a little walk along just to have a little chat with some of the fishermen. At the moment everybody is just catching bream. Some nice sized ones, but it's literally just bream. Literally, but the guy behind me is actually blanking. He's had bream bites, but he's not actually had any bream. His friend's just had a bream, about decent size, but at the moment it just seems to be the breamer here. I'd like a little bit more than bream. I came for a cod or a ray. So trying to get through them, through the bream is a nightmare. They're really on the feed. Anyway guys, I can only do what I can only do. I mean, it isn't a blank, but if I wanted to go bream fishing I would have gone local. I could have gone down the Camber. Now everyone's calling me Camber Dan. Yeah, it's a bit annoying guys, but we're coming up to 1:15 midnight. High tide's at 20 to 1. So I'm going to still fish it out. I'm going to fish the ebb. See if the bream go off. And then go from there really guys. But still 2 or 3 hours of fishing to go. So yeah, let's see. I really like a cod or a ray though. I mean, the last 2 sessions I've had 4 rays. Well, actually, I fished Leon Solent. Actually, I didn't have a ray. I had bream there as well. I had decent bream there, but majority of the time. Other than that session, there's 2 sessions before that I had 4 rays. So in 3 sessions I've had 4 rays. I'd like another one. Come on. Nice undie. Come on. Anyway, guys, we're on high tide now. I just had a real nice run on the reel. And I watched it, and then literally as I struck into it, I let go of it. I'm pretty sure one of the guys up along here, I've just been on Facebook, and one of the guys who I was talking to has just had a codling up the top. I'm literally catching lovely bream though. That's got, I reckon that's close to my PB this year. I mean, that's my hand. It's a decent sized bream. I'm tempted to cut one up and put it on a dongle and see if I can get a ray that way. But either way, we're just on high water now. There is a little bit of weed coming through, but Nothing that's too unfishable, it's just a little bit of weed. I keep changing it up. I've got mackerel, so I've done myself a mackerel and squid bait. Mackerel and squid. It's got a bit of seaweed on it, but yeah, I've done myself a mackerel and squid bait. On these ones, I tend to put the hook on the outside. It's just easier to get it to hold. But yeah, I've been chucking out the worm and the lug. Some black lug here. I've been chucking out the worm and lug, and doesn't seem to be doing anything for me yet, but it is what it is. We've just got on 1 o'clock. High tide was literally 20 minutes ago. I'm going to stay on until the ebb, until it ebbs, maybe an hour, and then go. So I'm probably going to do about another 2 hours and then start to pack up. So far I've had 5 bream. Well, actually I've had more, but decent keeper ones I've had 5. So yeah, guys, hopefully we can get a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. It's been breaming excellent. I've got some lovely bream there. But fucking hell, mate. Literally bait robbing bastards. Everything I put out, they're eating. Everything. Dan is on the breaming excellent. Bloody annoying. Literally whatever I put out, they're on. Mackerel, worm, squid, literally everything. Nothing's literally not getting past the bream. I've got 6 sat down on the floor, ready to go. My neighbour's gonna love me. But yeah, still going to stick it out, but we're 6 to the good. I'm brimming. Not. There we go, guys. Got myself an eel now. Luckily enough, this one ain't deep hooked, so we can get him back and start packing down. Used up all my bait and start packing down. 6 decent bream. My neighbours will be happy. Anyway, there we go, guys and girls. That's me done. 6 bream I kept. I think I had like 12 in total. Kept 6 and collected. Ready to go. See you on the next ones. Tight lines.